All right, we're in create mode, and one celebrity that is no stranger to creating attention online is, of course, Ashton Kutcher. The actor welcomed his first child with Mila Kunis, and he's apparently dealing with some new daddy issues. Right, Christy?
Yeah, not unusual for new dads.
Yeah.
But he posted on his Facebook page about an issue that really parents have been complaining about for years, we should point out. The restroom changing station double standard. Here's his post. He says, there are never, and that's in all caps, never changing stations in men's public restrooms. The first public men's room that I go into that has one gets a free shout out on my Facebook page, hashtag Be the Change. Now, you know, we posted this on our Facebook page. A lot of you were really kind of calling him out, I have to say, Allie. They're questioning his choice of venues. Let's put it that way. Curtis Dolan says, I don't know where he's shopping. They're changing tables in lots and lots of men's rooms. And David James added, changed my kid many a time on a public men's changing table. Perhaps it's just celebrity men's tables, now, or men's rooms. Now, let me point out, he obviously did not specify where he was. So we don't know if it had anything to do with Hollywood or if he was just someplace general that didn't accommodate him.
To be fair, I think you need a larger data set than maybe one restroom. I mean, granted, I'm assuming he's making this comment on the heels of having gone to several. So
I would think so.
Joining us now to talk about this are fatherhood author Dwayne Richards and dad blogger Mitch Chaitin. Guys, first thing I want to do is ask you what your experiences have been. I travel a lot, which means I'm in airports a lot. And in every single major airport restroom I've ever gone to, I see the little koala care fold-down table in there. I mean, are you guys as frustrated as he is about this?
Dwayne, why don't you go first?
Yeah, I'll start. First off, I want to give props to Ashton because I think that this movement's been going on for years. I've been behind it, but there's lots of other dad bloggers who started even before me. And to have a guy of his level of influence talk about this and bring it back to the forefront is really a good thing. But to answer your question, I see it pretty often. I was just at the park the other day, and there's no changing table to change my daughter. My rule is this: if you want children or you want to welcome children under the age of 3 into your establishment, you better have a safe place for men to change diapers as well as women.
Mitch, go ahead. I'm sorry, we didn't mean to cut you off there.
That's okay. I think part of the attitude is that we have to realize that men are parents and not babysitters, and that they're going to be alone with the kid and have to change the kid wherever they are, no matter what store it is or what public restroom in a park you're in. And I think a lot of change has occurred, but it's not done. And we still have to fight to get it completely done because a stay-at-home dad has no one to pass the kid off to tag team and have the diaper changed. They've got to do it, whether it's on the floor.
So many I mean, my husband is a stay-at-home dad. This is not something he's ever complained about. However, I do, when you put it on the table, you think, wait a minute, this is a disservice to moms as well, isn't it? Because that means that when you're all out together as a family, who gets the diaper changing duties?
Christy,
there you go. Yes, because it's only in mom's restrooms. Is that right, Dwayne?
Yeah, and the thing is, and that's a point that I really want to stress and emphasize, that this is not a daddy issue. This is a parenting equality issue. There's plenty of moms just as upset by this as dads are. So women don't want to have their kids passed off to them every single time they go out in public, just like dads don't want to be like MacGyver diffusing these diaper bombs out in public without changing tables. We just have to do better in this day and age. It's a joke, really.
Mitch, do you find that when you're choosing places to go with your family that you kind of have a sixth sense about where you might go and run into this issue and where you might not go, which would speak to sort of what people are suspecting is the situation with Ashton, where maybe if I go into a Neiman Marcus or a Saks or something like that, I wouldn't see it, but if I go into a lower-end department store, I would. Are you finding disparities like that?
Well, first, I want to just go back and say that I'm a gay dad, so there's no one to pass it off to. And in response to this question, I'll throw a pad on the floor and change him on the floor if I have to. My son's got to get changed, so I don't care where I am. And no, I don't consider where I'm going. I'm going to do what I have to do to take care of my kid. So if it's on the floor of a department store, people can gather around me. I don't care. If it's not in the bathroom, that's what the store can expect.
Do what you got to do.
I was going to say, that is a dad who knows. You just do what you got to do when you're in the moment.
All right, Dwayne, Mitch, thanks to both of you for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you, gentlemen.
My pleasure.
All righty, so we did our own little informal test, we should point out. We went down. We checked out some public restrooms that were in our building here at the CNN Center. And I can tell you, if you take a look here, every single one of them, of the 3 we checked, did have changing stations in not only the women's restroom, but the men's restroom as well. So maybe Ashton just needs to come to CNN once in a while.
Yeah, come on down, Ashton. What's going on? You got an invite, and we'll let you change your baby.